For the acceleration project, you're going to need to do this outside of the classroom. You will be with one other partner. You're allowed to choose whichever partner you want for this. And at the end of the project, you're going to create a KeyNote presentation. Now, the documents for the guidelines and the rubric are provided in the website, so you can access those using the website. But creating the presentation, we're going to use KeyNote, which is the blue icon at the bottom of my screen. You can see I already have KeyNote presentations in here, some from previous classes. But at the top right corner, there's a plus icon. You can hit that to create a new KeyNote. A lot of themes to choose from. Be creative. I know most people just choose one of the first ones they see at the top, but feel free to choose any of them. There are some nice ones. And I'm not going to go through all of the details in this, but I will show you some of the major things that can be done. So of course, if you want to add some text, you can double tap to edit this. Once you get past that, you can actually add new slides. So bottom left corner, another plus icon. This one's boxed. And you can add slides and you can actually change the format of the slide. So if you're going to do one that has a picture, but you also want text, you can have that. And of course, double tap to add the text. But for the pictures, what you can do is you can actually delete that picture that they've provided to you. So if you tap on that, that'll give you those options. And what you can do is in the top right corner, you can hit the other plus icon. And this will give you options on things you can add. So there's a few different things up here, but I had it on the images one already. So when you go to add your graphs or maybe your screenshots, you can go to your camera roll and then you can add whichever ones you want to from that. Alright, so I could choose one of my constant velocity car pictures. And of course it blew it up really large. I don't want it that big. So I can reshape this, slide it wherever I want. Again, I can delete that previous video, but then it'll make it a little bit cleaner with the format that you chose. So use the rubric as a guide to make sure you include everything in the presentation. Just to give you an idea, I've actually completed one from a previous year. I'll show you guys this in class later, but just go through it real quick. I had some fun with it with snowboarding, but you can see I kind of just gave a breakdown of why I did it. There's just a video that I inserted with the data points. You can even do your screenshot of the data points. That works as well. This one's showing my origin and scale. And then the major thing are the graphs. Make sure the graphs are really clean for this. And then give me a thorough explanation next to the graph of what's going on. So even though I went through that kind of quick, again, keep in mind that the rubric should be a very thorough guide when you're going through creating this KeyNote presentation.